All right, my people, it is time. This is Anna Imagination with a Healing Garden, and I have a plan. All right. The biggest fear I had when I started this whole thing was how am I going to manage the traffic that comes in? It's been a huge fear of mine from day one. How am I going to manage the traffic? That was the barrier that my subconscious mind put in place for me to delay progress a lot. Is because at the end of the day, I did not know how I was going to manage the traffic. Now, I got a lot all set up, but at the end of the day, it was coming down to me having to answer every single email, having to answer each and every comment, and at first it would have been fine, but it's not going to be small for very long because it's already gaining traction. I have not been doing this long. And this is my fourth business, fourth company. Fourth company, third business. And I know what it looks like when it starts to pick up traction. And I know what it looks like when it's not going anywhere. And when it started to pick up traction, I went, oh, here it comes. And I'm right on the cusp. And the more I get authentic, the more I'm sending out the right vibrational pulls off of my solar plexus. And the more authentic I am, the more you're listening to me. And the more authentic I am, the more I'm becoming magnetic and pulling you to me. And the more authentic I am, the more I'm manifesting you. So you're coming. Oh, I know you're coming. I can feel you. And I just figured out how I'm going to manage the workload, which means I don't have any more limiting beliefs in my brain, which means I am me. It is really, really hard being your authentic self in full and completion because it's vulnerable. Authenticity is vulnerable. I understood the character, the king from Walking Dead. I understood him. A man with a tiger walking around talking to people as if it was the 1100s. Now that is a man who is worthy of me. I don't see them very often. When I find a man who is worthy of me, it gives me hope. It gives me a lot of hope because I know what's inside. And I realized I can't be both accessible and vulnerable. I can't be. And I've already chosen my path. I have already chosen to be vulnerable with you. So I have already literally stripped myself in front of you and shown you all. Which means I really need boundaries, which means I really need to not be accessible. So I'm not going to do an email list and collect emails any longer because that's not what I want to do. It's not fun for me. And if it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. Fun means being yourself. That is what fun means. Fun means being yourself. Keely, please take that down. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to let you guys be my scribe. That's what I'm going to do. because I can't keep up with all of this. It's just coming too fast. I do not let anyone but one man see me like this. Yeah. Hi, I'm Anna. I am Anna Imagination. It's really weird being seen. It's really weird being seen. I'm not used to it. No one is. And I've been so build a garden, build a garden, build a garden, that I stopped being me. And now it's time that I can relax because it's built, it's done. And I know what I'm going to do. I know how to field all of this. And what's funny is when I got to the 9th perspective, I just went, oh, God damn it. 5th perspective Anna and 6th perspective Anna just made a mess of this. Oh my God. 7th and 8th Anna. 5th and 6th really must have left us a mess. Like, I want to say that to myself. We all have the perspectives inside of us. All of us. We have all the parts of us inside of us. We are very complex creatures. And at the same time, we're very simple. I am a Taurus, which means my fun is having parties. My fun is celebrating life. That's how I ground, is by celebrating life. Some people ground. Some people ground by reading books or getting knowledge. And some people ground by competition and challenges. And some people ground through nurturing and love. But I do my grounding when I party. So I have a very hard life, and I'm all done with everything being difficult because I've earned it. And I'm not going to work anymore. No more work. I'm all done. I don't have to write one more book. Oh, I'm probably going to because I want to write. But because I want to. I don't have to build one more thing because it's done. All I have to do is whatever the fuck I want. The manifestation I accept all that I have earned. Did you say it or did you stutter? Could you make that manifestation? Could you manifest, I accept all that I have earned? If you cannot open up your heart and manifest that, you've got work to do. And you have a lot of work to do. But if you can manifest that, it's a great metric to show you where you need to be in life and what work is ahead of you. I accept all that I have earned. It's called atonement. Manifest your own atonement. What would happen? What would it look like, do you think? Because all you have to answer to is the karma bank account and all of the other 8 billion souls who feel every one of those vibrations. Because we're all connected. So this is what I see for the garden in the future, as in the immediate present. I am not going to kill myself trying to put in place a platform when I've got YouTube. I love being here. I love it. I love being on YouTube. I am a YouTuber. So I'm not going to try and do anything different other than just stay put, because I really love YouTube. I am going to get better equipment. I am going to get a camera, a microphone, and some lights. But aside from that, I'm really happy with where I am. I'm not going to have a schedule because my schedule is my whim. Now, there's two parts of me. Oh, yeah, this is vulnerable. Yep, you get to see all of me. Oh, is this vulnerable? I feel naked. I'm going to invite you to come along with me in my life. So this is how I live. Tell your story. I know. Tell your story. This is how I live. I live in New York City. And I get these feelings of wanting to go on adventures. I love adventures. I'm a tourist living in New York City, food capital of the world. Do the math. I see it now. I had somebody reach out to me again, but he wasn't predator dating. He was very honest about what he was interested in, which was respectful. So instead, because he was honest with me, I was honest with him. I gave him an answer. I said, these are the obstacles between you and me. I am not accessible to anybody. So if you want me, these are all of the hoops you are going to have to jump over. Some people value the challenges I have before them, and some of them don't. Now, if they value the challenges, great, they're my people. And they will do the work to come to me. Doesn't mean I get to go to them. It does mean that they get to come to me. I imagine they also will have a set of, if you want me, this is what's going to be required. In fact, that's your assignment. I really recommend you all write that down. That is your assignment. I'm not going to write anymore because I can't keep up with it. I'm going to need you guys to do the writing for me because I just can't do it. But I can say, hey, could someone please write that down in the comments below and tag me? That way, I mean, I'll see it, but then I'll be able to come back to this video and pick up on it. That's really what I needed to be doing from day one, but it took me this long to figure it out. Because I don't have the ability to scribble and take down notes while I'm talking to you anymore. I mean, I'm trying, but it's not going well. You should see my desk. It's a nightmare. So I then host my own events in New York City and around the world because I love to travel. So if you're in California or LA, well, there's a good chance I'll be there in about a few weeks. And when I'm there, I'm going to want to be like, who wants a party? That's right, because that's the shit I do. Who wants to go party? And I'm just going to go. And I'm going to let you guys know, hey, this is where I'm at. Oh, and I've got a few places in LA. I have a few people in LA I owe a visit to. And we know people. We are connected. That being said, this is how I'm accessible to the people. It is really unconventional, but so am I. So it works because it's authentic and it's fun and I'm a Taurus. So this is called Anna's Elite. These are people who gain access to me. If you're not on Anna's Elite, you are not going to be in contact with me. It's that simple. It has to be that simple because I have too many people already. So yeah, I have Anna's Elite. Now I will be on YouTube all day long, every day, teaching you whatever you want to know, talking about whatever subject. My Healing Garden is now free. Triadic healing is free, all of it. And I'll just sit here all day long telling you all about it. But I'm not going to sit down and write graphs because that's not fun for me. I tried that. And every time I promised someone a graph, it didn't go that way. It didn't happen because it's not because I'm not reliable. It's because I really don't want to do it. My subconscious mind was going, you need to do this because everybody is doing it. And my authenticity went, leave me alone, man. Well, I took a tote from a joint because my identity is absolutely a boho hippie living in Brooklyn, not giving a fuck. And it takes a lot of discipline to block out all the noise of perspective abuse. So I'm not going to try and keep up with my note-taking anymore. Although I will probably continue clicking my pen because it's so much fun while I think. Now, I do want to do public speaking. Yeah, I got to go through this. You know, it's so funny because I remember my sister, we were watching Markiplier together, and she would sit there and be like, he likes to do this and he doesn't like, and we used to watch Jenna Marbles. I love Jenna. I love Gemma. Oh, I love her so much. I would love to talk to Jenna. I have so much advice for her on how to block out abusers online. And she would say to me what they liked and didn't like. And I'd be like, how do you know this shit? And it just occurred to me because they told them, they say it. And I went, oh, I don't think I've ever told you guys. I think I've tried. I think I've come on here and I've said, all right, I'm going to do this. And then I don't. I think I start the list, but I never really finish it. So this is more of a I am. All right. My first priority is podcasting. I love it so much. It doesn't matter where I am. I got to do a podcast. That is definitely solid with me. Absolutely solid with me. Got to do my podcast. That's huge. Got to do my events. I love doing the events. I used to be an executive producer and I miss that so much. So I'm definitely going to do the events. And of course, they're going to be live events. And I'm going to have a New York City base, an LA base, and a London base to start. So if you are in any of those cities, I will be there very soon. And when I do, it's going to be I want to go to a lounge, get high, and talk about the meaning of life and everything. Who is with me? And I'm just going to throw that out there on my Anna's Elite, and people are going to get the invite. So if you want to be someone to get the invites, then get in there. Get on Anna's Elite. And that is in my link tree below. Just click on my link tree, and then you'll see Anna's Elite. Get on the list. Get on the list. And yeah, we'll be in touch. But I'm not going to do like emails every Tuesday. I don't do that. It'll be one blast out of, hey, this is where I'm going. And I might do a Facebook event page, but I already feel it. I don't like to do that. I don't know yet. We're going to start with Anna's Elite. Get on the list. That's definitely in. Anna's Elite is in. Ooh, look at me. I'm like cutting down on the garden where I don't want it. I love the getaway resorts. Those are here to stay. Oh my God, yes. We are doing getaway resorts. And this is where I do all of my uber awesomeness, where I do my lectures, I do my breathings, I do my meditations, I do all of my Reiki healings and all of my philosophies and everything. And I cram it into 5, 10, or 7 days. And I have a cruise coming up in February for this, where it's going to be in the Bahamas, in the Caribbean, and it's going to be on a cruise ship, but it's going to be literally just this event centered around healing and education and triadic healing and just everything. It's going to be awesome. And the thing is, I really love everything casual. I really love doing everything casual. And one of the things that I would love to do is like coffee chats where we all jump into a Zoom call and we just drink wine, smoke weed, or shoot the breeze. Yeah, I would love to do that. I miss that. And that's going to be like Anna's Lounge. Yeah, I want to do Anna's Lounge. That sounds nice. So Anna's Lounge, and anyone online can jump into that. I don't know the schedule. I doubt there's going to be a schedule. I don't know yet. I've tried the schedule thing where every Thursday of every month or once a Thursday, I can't do it. Every time I try, I'm just like, oh God, I lack so much discipline, in this. And it's not that I lack discipline. This is something that's really important. We don't lack discipline. We don't want to do it. Imagine that. It's not that we lack discipline. We don't want to do it. And we're not being honest that we don't want to do it. So don't blame it on, oh, I just lack discipline. Or do you just not want to do it? So, yeah, that's it. Do you really want to do it? Because either your subconscious is making you do it, or your subconscious is trying to stop you from doing it. Which is it? Every time you are inconsistent, that's what's going on. If you are undisciplined, that's why. So the getaway resorts, the Anna's Lounge is definite. The events live is definite. My podcasting is definite. Now, I could probably do, oh, this is amazing. Not a single class popped in my head. Not a single class. Because my podcasting are my classes, that's why. But I don't want to go in talking to you anymore about the intricate details of all of this because I think I'm done with that. Now I'm just talking about it. Now that I've regurgitated all of the knowledge in my brain into the internet, I understand me now. My God, do I understand me? I thought about this when I first started, and all I could hear was, you can't make a living off of podcasting. You can't make a living off of YouTube. And I would ask the universe, what do you want? How do I do this? Just get on a podcast. Get on a podcast. Get on a podcast. Tell your story. Get on the podcast. Get on the podcast. And I'm like, yeah, but I need money. Get on the podcast. But I need money. Get on the podcast. Tell your story. And in the end, yeah, that's all it is. I don't want to do meditation for beginners on a schedule. I don't want to send it out to people on a schedule. That's too restrictive for me. What I want to do is in the middle of one of these lectures, me drop everything on you and say, you know what? We're going to do some meditation right now. And we just deep breath in. Out. Some of us, deep breath in, are so tuned into the energy that when the energy shifts, we have to shift with it. And that's what I've been on. That's where I've been since day one with this. And I've got all of this noise saying, you have to do this, but the energy is going, dance with me. And I think there's a lot of people who can hear it and they can't translate. Dance with me, says the universe. And it pulls on all of us. And there's a lot of us feeling it right now. And we are wanting to go to it. But we've got all of this other noise going, this is what you've got to do. This is how you've got to be. And the universe just keeps pulling. Dance with me. That's what it feels like. And you can't ignore it. All you can do is fall into it. All you can do is fall into it. And I will have Operation Imagination. Oh, hell yes, I will. I'm going to do Operation Imagination. And we're going to do World Peace Day. And I want to do Self-Appreciation Day. That'll be on the 13th of May. And I don't want to be keeping a schedule. I don't want to be like, at this time, we're going to do this. At this time, we're going to do this. At this time. Nope. We move with the energy, people. We don't move with schedules. We move with the energy. The energy tells us when we move. Oh, those are my people. Energy readers, ethereal walkers. Those are my people. We can't keep schedules. We have to listen to the energy. And sometimes the energy pulls us into a different direction, and you must go. When you live this authentically, it's only you and the 8 billion out there. Hi. I am Anna. You see me. That's all I have. I thought it would be harder than this. But this is finally where I'm supposed to be aligned. I have a lot of resources on my website. My copywriter and my people are going to go in over the next 6 months and clean it up. We're going to be starting on October 1st. And the quality is going to shoot through the roof. The website's going to get a full makeover. There will be an app released. My graphics are going to have a nice makeover to them. I'm going to pull away from social media, from Facebook. I'm going to go exclusively onto YouTube. YouTube is where I'm happy. Facebook is not my vibration. Wasn't that easy to say? I'm not going to give communication classes. I'm just going to talk to you. And while I'm talking, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you the right words to say. I'm going to give you words that'll help make you and help you understand. Help you understand. Yeah, there has been enough making, hasn't there? Enough forcing, enough rejection, enough resistance. And it's at a point where the resistance hurts. We're with the resistance. We're with the resistance. No, you know what we are? We are the acceptance. This is not a resistance. It's an acceptance. That's the movement I am doing. It's not a resistance. It's an acceptance. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Acceptance. Manifestation. Acceptance. I understand now. I just can't walk any other energy except my own. I can't do it. I don't understand how anyone can. And I've always been this way. I do not understand fear to the point of hiding. I never hid. I don't understand fear to the point of doing nothing. I just don't understand that. I don't understand fear to the point of overwhelm or anxiety. I don't understand. I never had belonging. until now. So it was something I never valued. I believed it was a pipe dream. If you want to learn how to live like I do, if you want to learn what this is the age of authenticity. It is amazing. I offer a very simple process to get you, we're going to call it cleansed, of inauthenticity. We're going to call it we're going to unassimilate you. Yeah, it's called an unassimilation, where we're going to take all of the pieces off of you that don't belong to you. And when I'm done with you, you will be authentic, just you. It is not a road for everyone. This is great for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th perspectives. 7th, 8th, and 9th would just have the understanding, the words, and they would get the vocabulary for what they're experiencing. And they would have a massive amount of light bulbs going off. And they are going, oh my God, this explains everything. Yeah, you're 7, 8, or 9. If you're a 6 and you're going, whoa, you are a 6. And if you are a 5th going, and you're just slack-jawed, that's because you're a 5th. 4s is where they say things like, oh, that's a nice theory you've got. And 3s call me crazy. 2s are terrified of me and would probably liken me to a god, which is what they did to the last person who did this. Because those are 2s. 2s make religion out of everybody. If you're a witch, you're Satan. If you're a bad person, you were sent by the devil. And if you're really intelligent, they'll call you a god. That is 2nd perspective thinking. Keep in mind that there are 7 perspective gaps between me and a 2. So yeah, I cannot imagine what 7 perspectives ahead of where I am would look like. I'm thinking alien races. I'm sitting with my truth. And I need to not worry about being rushed. When I did Brain to Books, we had something called Joe's Cafe. It's down below. This YouTube channel goes back to 2014 with Brain to Books. So you can see where I was when I was 70 pounds heavier and when I was enslaved. You can see my PTSD. You can go back and watch my earlier videos and see where I was. You can see the bedroom where I was locked in. Yeah. It's all there. I am afraid to go back and look. I have not. I recorded videos. I remember the ones at the time. I jumped online and I did a video where I just recorded what the disease looks like, what it felt like. And I remember when I was done recording it, I didn't even do a video. It was just a voice. I was too scared to go on camera when I talked about it. And I remember feeling, why did I do that? I know I had to, but why? Why did I have to do that? I just know I had to. And I don't know why, but that needed to be uploaded right now. I needed it to be uploaded so you could literally hear me describing what it's like living inside my mental brain back in 2015. It's down there. It's in my earliest videos where I describe what it felt like being inside my brain. Where I am now is much different. It's extraordinary. I forgot how much I documented it. Somebody commented in a video today that I was brave and that they They're like, I would break down if I were to talk about my therapy or my trauma. And I'm like, I did. You should see my 2015 videos. I've been doing this for a long time. And I forgot that I have been doing this for a long time. I have been podcasting for a very long time. And then I stopped. And now I'm back again because I really loved it. But one of the things I did was during Branded Books, we had something called Joe's Cafe. It was so much fun. It was 24/7 coverage, like the Truman Show. And it was just during the convention I held. And I would go in and I would sit in Joe's Cafe. And it was literally casual. We would have drinks, we would smoke, and we would just hang out. And I would relax. I would spend the whole convention there. I wouldn't do anything else. Every now and then I would, but it was mostly, I'm just going to sit here. And people came in and they talked to me. And then they'd leave again. I'd get up at 2 a.m. I'd sit down. Joe would be there because it was live 24/7. He'd be on with Greece, Japan. I said, hi, Joe. How's it going? I miss Joe's bar so much. So I'm going to do Anna's Lounge. I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up a Zoom. And I'm just going to keep it running. If you want to get on my Zoom call with me and just chill out at Anna's Lounge, you got to be on Anna's Elite. Just fill it out. And I'll send out the link to let you know, hey, we're going to go ahead and go live. Yeah. I imagine some marketer will come along at some point and say, you really need an email list. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, there they are. And they'll do something with it for marketing. And I'll be like, just make it ethical. No manipulation. Just make it ethical. It seems surreal that this is a job. It seems surreal that this is real. And there's emotions with that. And I spend a lot of time breaking down those emotions. But the more I do this, the more I realize I just want to sit on YouTube and chill. I don't know if I can bring guests on. I have no idea how this works. You know what? Maybe I can bring in guests. Maybe I should learn how to use YouTube. You know what? Maybe I should learn how to use YouTube. That would probably really benefit me right now. Yeah, so I'm going to learn how to use YouTube because I really don't want to jump on Zoom. I'm going to go ahead on YouTube instead. I need to bring in a YouTube specialist. I need someone to teach me, or I'll teach myself how to use YouTube because I love YouTube. I love YouTube so much. What am I doing? It's so easy. They say it's easy to build a business. And then you're like, it's not, it's hard. It's hard because it's not yours. You're copying somebody else's style. This is art. And then I want to travel. And when I travel, I'm going to bring my podcast with me and I'm going to travel. And I'm going to go to different places of the world and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to be a bard. I'm either going to story tell or I'm going to philosophize with you. Those are your options. Oh, no, that's not true. I've got a lot of options. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I need people at my whim so that when I say this is where I want to go and what I'm going to do, people are like, I'm in, because I'm that way. And there are people like that too. So Anna's Elite is my whimsical journey. It is my sunshine adventure. Yes, it is my imagination sunshine adventure. Yes, that is what it is. Because I love imagination sunshine adventure. That's right. I want to do a Burning Man camp where it's literally imagination sunshine adventure camp. This would be a thing. Imagination sunshine adventure. All right, so here's the deal. I want to go to Burning Man. I want to go to Loveburn next February. I'm going to Loveburn. Who's with me? That's what I want. Who wants to come with me? And we're going to do a camp called Imagination Sunshine Adventure. And if you're interested in signing up for Loveburn, it's located in Florida and it's every year. It's always in February. If you want to be on camp Imagination Sunshine Adventure, let me know. I'm building a camp. It'll be awesome. And it will be the new utopia. And we will create our own utopia. And we will build utopia. Yes. This is Camp Imagination Sunshine Adventure. Yes. Bring your ponies. I'm very happy right now. Yes. I need to write down camp. I wrote utopian instead of camp, which is the same thing in my book. And I love picnics. I love picnics. So we are going to do picnics in Central Park because it's my favorite thing in the world. So, I mean, really, it's like my favorite thing in the world. So if you want to join Imagination Sunshine Adventure for a picnic, let me know. Sign up at Anna's Elite. Yes, picnic in Central Park because that's the shit I love to do. And then I want to do a game night. Yes, I'm putting together a game night for the nerds. You know, I bet you I have every kind of nonconformist crammed inside of me to celebrate something that you guys all love. I'm certain of it. Ooh, and I will organize them all. Yeah. And this is the membership. Oh, yes, Anna's Elite will have membership. Unless you get a VIP pass. That's different. Okay. I see it now. I see it now. The education cannot be hoarded. The education cannot be, no, the education has to get out there. So I'm giving away the education for free. And I will have Anna's Elite and Imagination Sunshine Adventure. And I will have Operation Imagine World Peace Manifestation Day. Yes, I am so happy. And then we're going to have the getaway resorts. Oh, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. I can do fives. I can do perspective fives. I can do perspective sixes, sevens, eights, and nines. So if you are a perspective five and you're wanting to build your own business, can I do like a club for fives? I can if you are completely outside of the fourth perspective. I cannot argue. I cannot fight with the fourth perspective ever again. I'm at a point where I'm all tapped out for the fourth perspective. I've had so many people come to me and all they want to do is argue. Perspectives 1 through 4 have to learn how to live without arguing. And I can't, I'm not a cultivator. I'm not a cultivator. I'm a visionary. There are three parts. There's foundationals, cultivators, and visionaries. That's it. I feel so much better. This is so much a part of my identity. Oh, I wallow in the sun. I love it. I love it. It makes me feel so good. All right, so here's how it goes. Here's how it goes. All right, this is, oh, God, it feels so good. Oh, more of my brain just put back into place, and it feels so good being me. The foundationals are the ones who keep the world turning. They're the ones who give us our food so we can eat. They're the farmers. They're the workers. We really need them. They're very important because they're doing the 9-to-5 jobs that we all hate. And they love their 9-to-5 jobs. But we can't, I can't do it. I'm a visionary. If you are a 6, 7, 8, and 9, if you are a 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, you cannot do a 9-to-5 job. It hurts you. But they love them. They can do the construction work. That's why we need each other. Now, I can't literally build a business. Oh God, it's such hell for me. That's fifth perspectives. They're the ones who love to literally build funnels and links and graphic design and content. I don't do that. It's not fun for me. It's hell. So I've got a massive team in place going, guys, you just do all the shit that I hate to do. I'm a visionary. I write the blueprints. That's what I do. I write the blueprints and I party. That's what I do. I celebrate life. I write the blueprints. I celebrate life. I write the blueprints. I chill out. I lounge. I love life. I think shit up because I know shit. I know shit. That's going to be my new motto. I know shit. I know shit. That's it. I know shit. I don't think I have to have anything else. I'm just going to go up on stage when I do my speeches and I'm going to be like, I'm here because I know shit. I love that. I love it. I know shit. I love Halloween. It is my favorite time of the year. It is my favorite holiday. I love Samhain. So if you're interested at all in hanging out with me for Halloween in New York City, yeah, get on Anna's Elite. Get on Anna's Elite. Yes. Oh, yes, please. Yeah. I don't want to do Journey into the Self. I want to give that to you for free. That feels right. That feels right. I don't want to charge you for information that you need to heal. That doesn't feel right. That's unethical. You know what feels right? Charging you to hang out with me. You want to hang out with me and party? All right then. Because that's like a lot of access. And I need to field those people and make sure that they're not. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling much better. I am defined. I can definitely do the getaway resorts and I can definitely do the random parties and I can definitely do the Anna's Lounge where I just bring you guys into this environment and we shoot the shit and we talk and we just analyze shit. I would love to bring guest people on. I will be. I just got to figure that out. I need to focus all of my efforts into the podcast. That is it. Because the podcast is my classroom. It's where I teach. And I don't do fancy whiteboards. I don't do graphs. I give you assignments, but it's whimsical. If you're interacting with me, oh yeah, I cannot wait till I get you guys interacting with me. But I got to figure out a way to do it effectively because I tried the whole having chats on while I do this, and I can't do it because I got to stand up here and just do my platform thing. So yeah, comment below if any of this resonates with you. Comment below. Tell me which part of the movie you liked. Tell me what you love. Ask me questions. I'll answer them. I love interacting with comments. Oh my God, do I love interacting with comments. I absolutely love doing that. If I leave any notes in my videos where I'm saying, write this down, let me know what I asked you to write down. If anyone wants to just take the initiative and start looking for my Easter eggs, of which there are many, start with broken. Yeah, I do a lot of Easter eggs. Oh, just you wait. It's so much fun. Go find them, my people. Find them. I cannot wait until you find my Easter eggs. That's going to be really fun. Yeah. Let's see if you can figure out the trail that I took. No, there's a lot going on. I left Easter eggs all over the place. You know one of my favorite movies? Ready Player One. That spoke to me on so many levels. That spoke to me on every level. It was like someone crawled inside of my imagination and just pulled it out. I hate it when my timer gets to be around 30 minutes. I start to feel pressure. I start to think things like, I don't want to be done talking to you. Can I really just jump on here and stay here all day long and just do 24/7 posting? Why not? Maybe that's what I need right now. And I'm thinking things like, well, if I'm not here 24/7 talking to you, then who's doing my marketing? I hate marketing. Oh, I can definitely feel it. I think I'm done with Facebook. It's just not my vibration, which is why I've struggled with it. But this is. Oh my God, it feels so good. And today, when I realized what is my vibration and what isn't, I felt like I just released a whole lot of stress off of me. I feel like I can breathe a lot easier. And I realized how stressed I was getting over something that was just because I was forcing something into me that wasn't me again. We do that a lot, where we force things into our minds. I love the millennials. I think they get a lot of hate. I know they do. I love the millennials. The millennials are my people. I love millennials. My children are Gen Zs. I love Gen Zs. I'm going to love the alpha generation. I saw another pattern today. Gen X is fourth perspective. Gen Y is fifth perspective. Gen Z is sixth perspective. Alpha generation is going to be the seventh perspective. The next one after that will be the ninth perspective. The silent generation was the first perspective. That's why they were silent, because they were all caregivers. The lost generation before them, that was a ninth perspective. We're going in a circle. And every time we complete a new circle, we get closer to the new age. We have to complete a circle. I believe that when we complete this last cycle, we will have a beautiful balance. I see a time period when communities are separated not by race or gender or religion, but by perspectives. I see there being a variation of 9 cities, 9 perspectives. And I see it being a part of the culture so that second perspectives go to fourth perspective communities to see their perspective. I see the wisest of people in each of these perspectives says, I'm going to go travel the perspectives now. Okay, sweetheart, I love you. 2, 3 years? 2, 3 years. Maybe 5. We will call it our walkabout. When we walk about to all the different communities, we visit each one of them and we take in lessons from each. And we will have the opportunity to visit the perspectives of others. And we will honor and respect the perspectives who we are among. Because we truly are walking through their perspective as a guest, only to observe. Only as observers. This is the world I see. I see me living in the 9th perspective. And then the 12th. And when you're ready to move on, you don't leave the people you're with, you just change communities. But you can always go back to somebody else. But you really need to stay with your community. You don't have to. You can visit. You can settle down everywhere else. But be mindful of where you are. This is what I see. This is what I see. I studied Shakespeare, I studied theater, and I studied prose. I studied story. I studied language and words. I am a bard. That is what I really am. That is my name. I am a bard. I am not a public speaker. I am a bard. That is what I want to be when I grow up. A philosopher, a sage, and a bard. That is my name. I'm going to want to look for this video later. Please write that down below. Comment, philosopher, sage, bard. See, and I'm writing it down and I'm already imagining Keely, my copywriter, going in, copy that down for me, and she just takes care of it all. And she goes, look at the pretty marketing. And I go, oh yeah, I love you to pieces, Keely. Thank you. That's why you're my girl. I love you. Love you. Awesome. Because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to write it all down. I don't want to be a copywriter. I want to be a bard. I want to be a bard. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to be a bard now. I didn't want to be on a stage theater. I wanted to be on the travels. I wanted to just walk the road. My favorite character in Dragonheart was the bard. Oh, what was his name? What was his name? It wasn't Patrick Stewart. It wasn't Ben Kingsley. No, not Ben Kingsley. Oh, this is annoying. Oh. Who was the bard in Dragonheart? Pete Postlethwaite. Brother Gilbert. I loved Brother Gilbert. Brother Gilbert was my favorite character in that movie. Oh my God, do I love this man so much. I love his work. I have to look him up right now to see who he did because I'm like, I know you. All right. I am face blind, by the way. It is a result of being beaten when I was a child. So I cannot recognize people's faces. I did not watch the Alien movies. Just Dragonheart is the only one here. Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't have known that. Jurassic Park. Oh, no, those are the new ones. I didn't watch those either. L'Amistad. Okay. I don't remember William Holabird. This is driving me crazy. I'm going, oh, Animal Farm? No. Yeah, I don't know where I know him, and it's driving me crazy because I see his face. Not really. And I'm like, how do I know you? It's his voice that I recognize. I do not know how I know him. It's something to do with Shakespeare. It says here Hamlet, and I'm wondering if that's what it is. But I only watched one version of Hamlet, and it was not Franco Zeffirelli's version, and I did not know Franco Zeffirelli did an edition of Hamlet, and I'm going, oh, how could I not sing this? So now I have to watch it. It's really hard, but it's really easy. And it's just a matter of sitting in the authenticity, just getting used to being seen. It's really, really hard. I think it's the last trauma lesson for me to unlearn because I wanted to be an actress, and my father told me that that was selfish of me. It was materialistic and it was self-centered. He really hated me being an actress. It was like the ultimate. God, it was easily the most, I think, of all the things I had taken away from me, of all my personality, of all my authenticity. Being an actress was the one that hurt the most. Now, music, my brother beat the fuck out of me for my music, and he could not get me to leave that one. No one could beat me enough for me to sever off music. You know you love something when there was nothing they could do to sever music from me. But the theater they severed from me. And of all the traits in me, they severed the dance from me. I found an outlet. They severed the nonconformity. I found outlets. But the theater, I never found an outlet. They just took it away from me. And so theater for me, being on the stage, has suffered the most. I have been on the stage the least of all of my hobbies, loves, passions, practices. And it's the one that while I'm here, I feel it the most. If you're ready to shed all of the bullshit, grab my book, Broken. When you are done with it, you will have awareness. And then you'll be ready for stage 2. Stage 2 is on my website. And it is the formula that will literally cure perspective abuse. When you read the formula, it shifts your mind so that you can never be abused. Not with perspective abuse, anyway. It will literally cure and prevent perspective abuse. Psychology has a formula to it. And once you know the formula, you can cure it. After you cure it, you will then go through a stage of, is it safe to be me? And that's where you need the healing garden. That's where you need the mother at the center, offering you a safe space. Come back to the garden. That's your assignment. Read Broken. Go to that formula. And if you read the formula, go ahead and read the formula. Let's see if you can read the formula and you don't need to read Broken. I'm curious. I'll have to do research. I don't know. I don't know if you need to read Broken. I don't think you do. But then I have events planned year round. Oh yeah, I know exactly how I'm going to do this. I just got to lay it out. All right. If you love shit like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you grab the notification so you know when I'm online, because it's whimsical and I pop on whenever the fuck I feel like it. And if you want to see what I do, this is my Linktree account. I think that's all I got here. This is my Linktree. And if you love this video, if anything resonated with you, leave a comment. Let me know. Engage. Engage. And if you want any kind of my weird nerd side, grab Anna's Elite. If you want to hang out, if you want to get closer, if you want to gain access to me, Anna's Elite. I think that about covers everything. So I will see you later tonight or tomorrow. Thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.